Hello, beautiful soul seekers. Thank you so much for being here listening today to this episode of Soul's Voice. Today, we're going to be talking about resources, and I do believe that if you're here tuning in, listening, that there is a message somewhere in this episode that your soul wants you to hear. So, I'm so glad you're here with me today. So, let's get started. So, I had an aha moment the other day about resources and how resources is not really just money, and really resources isn't money at all. Resources is energy and really people. We usually connect with people and we receive opportunities by connecting with certain people, whether we're being employed or we're employing someone, and then as a consequence of connecting and fulfilling these opportunities and taking advantage of them, we are able to receive what we call as money. And this made me really think how God really puts resources around us, and we really don't pay attention to the resources we have. And this aha moment hit me so hard, guys. I was like, oh my gosh, God has been really working for me. The universe has really been placing me where I need to be, and I have not been paying attention. And I've been reflecting over the years of how I've grown and what resources I have missed by not being fully aware of what a resource is. What's a divine resource? And I think it comes from the trauma and the programming we have, because one, when you say the word resource, you think of money, you think of assets, you think of things like this. And on the other hand, when you talk about people as being a resource, you think of people who use people just for that reason, not really caring about them as a human being, their emotions, what they need, and things like that. We think of people that take advantage of these people. But truthfully, we are all walking, living, breathing resources. And what brought me to this conclusion is that when I was reflecting, I went back to 2020, and Spirit was showing me how I started my YouTube journey, my other page, in 2020, and how at that time I kind of doubted if it was possible for myself to be able to manifest having a strong and beautiful following and community here on YouTube, and if I could ever even get paid from it. And I bought a house and I met my neighbor, and they lived right across the street from me. And lo and behold, guess what their job was? They were full-time YouTubers. They had over 500,000 subscribers, and they were making, their income from doing content creation. And instead of capitalizing, and I'm not saying capitalizing in a way of using someone just for the resource they have, but I mean appreciating that resource that God put me around and put in front of me, to be able to ask questions and get insight on like how to build a following and really do it, because I was just getting started and they had been doing it for like 5+ years. I didn't have the courage to ask those questions and really capitalize on that beautiful divine resource that God had put in front of me. And then fast forward a couple more years after that, I meet a friend, and me and her are really close. We're really cool now, and we hang out pretty much every week. But her husband does YouTube full time too, and that's how they make their income and things like that. He has a good following as well. And I learned, like, okay, let me ask questions, because I've learned from that mistake. Like, God is still trying to help me and put people around me to let me know, like, one, this is possible, and two, this is help. This is how you can get to the point of, manifesting this. And I've seen this as a common thing in my life when manifesting, when you're aligning to something that you want, when your mind is opening up to new ideals and you don't feel like it's possible, or you think that, the ego comes in and tries to instill doubt and fear into your plans when you are like divinely inspired. So I just believe that it is the universe's way of saying, like, this is possible, and it's not actually that hard when you allow the universe to help you. Most recently, I've gotten a new opportunity to do something that's totally out of my comfort zone and totally different. And I had doubt try to creep in, and then I talked to my friend about it, and she was like, oh yeah, we've done that before. We used to do that. I actually forgot about that business. That's really a great business ideal. And I was like, okay, so this is possible. And I've been feeling like this abundant energy. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to be like super abundant in the next 2 years. And a part of me is like, is that even really possible? And God has been putting people around me, not just people, but like videos. I'll see things, I'll hear things that let me know like this is possible. This is easy when you align to the path that God has already, you know, made out for you. He's already cleared the trees and laid the pavement. So all you have to do is just be able to shift your focus, align to it, and walk down it and allow those resources to flow in and guide you. And with this new opportunity, I realized that I have everything I need. Like, I have all the people that I need to bring along this journey with me, and God has already made it happen. And that's how I know that I'm going down the right path. Because sometimes, you know, you get a new ideal and you think that's what you really want, and you realize, okay, maybe this isn't what I want. But when everything is aligning in the resources, the people, the places, the things that you need to get the ball rolling at the beginning is there, then you know you're down the right path. It doesn't mean the path is going to be super smooth the whole way, but it's not, there's no resistance. There may be little hiccups and little challenges, and those challenges are just learning curves because it's new, it's something out of your comfort zone, but there's no like big hiccups, if you get what I'm saying. So, I'm saying all this to say, where are you not seeing resources in your life right now? Who are you talking to that you are not really getting to know and asking the right questions? Because everything in life is all about aligning and asking the right questions. Because even with this new opportunity, my friend, I've known her about like a year and a half, I think maybe 2 years now. I didn't know she had done this business before. So if I never would have brought it up to her, I would have never been able to get that, you know, that little boost in confidence. Like, okay, this is, you know what? I can actually do this. Someone that I actually know has done this before. So it's like really get to know the people that you surround yourself with and be able to be open to their ideals, their information that they have, and don't be afraid to capitalize, and not capitalize in the way of using, but capitalize on the resources that God has put in front of you. I believe that our life holds very strategic meaning, which is basically what you see every day. It has a deeper meaning. As above, so below. You know, what happens in spirit, it happens in spirit first before it manifests here on earth. So I do believe what we see is a sign. And I know some people go overboard and they, you know, go into la la land a little bit with the signs. But the things that really catch your attention or your awareness for like just 2 seconds, that's a sign. And also the people that God brings into your life are all there for a purpose. They're not just there for you to connect with and love and, you know, create memories or learn lessons and learn who not to mess with or trust anymore, you know, on that level. But they're there for either a lesson or a blessing. They're there for a purpose. God didn't just bring y'all two together for no reason. And it doesn't mean that they're there for a lifetime, but they are there for a reason. And sometimes it's just for a season, and sometimes it's your soul tribe and it's for a lifetime. Sometimes it's to help you build up something, and then sometimes it's to be like, okay, we came this far. Now it's time for us to go our separate ways. Kind of like a boy band, you know, or a girl band. How back in the day they used to have the bands, and they all come together and they sing and they have a big group, and you know they start off and they become bigger and bigger, and you know it's always that one or two that breaks away and it's like, okay, I'm ready to do solo. That's kind of how it is in life. You know, you're brought together with people to help you achieve something on all aspects, whether it's a painful lesson or a beautiful blessing, but it's always to help you achieve something in your soul evolution. So that is the message I have today about resources. I thank y'all so much for being here with me today, listening to this video. And until next time, I will see y'all in the next episode. Bye for now.